Taobao. Taobao.
Taobao.
Taobao. Taobao. Taobao.
Taobao.
It's called Taobao.
Taobao.
I have been hearing about this app non-stop recently. Apparently it's a place where you can get access to crazy high-quality Chinese products at extremely low prices. Well, today I'm going to be testing that out by spending hundreds of dollars replacing my wardrobe with products from there. But it's not going to be easy. Taobao is actually very different from other Chinese apps like Shein and Temu. Those were actually made for Western markets. Taobao, on the other hand, is only available in China for Chinese people. So unless you live there, you can't just go on the website and buy whatever you want. So how do all of these other people work around this? Well, what they do is go through a reshipping agent. But today, I'm just going to be using the most popular one that I hear about the most, called Mulebuy. It's essentially a company based in China that buys the products that you want from Taobao themselves, stores the items in their warehouse, and then ships it to wherever you live in the world. Now look, I'm going to be honest, there's a few red flags about this app. One is that a lot of the people that talk about and that I've seen videos on are actually paid by some of these reshipping agents or just loosely affiliated or sponsored by. So I'm pretty skeptical of the products that we're actually going to receive. And two, there is a lot of fakes on Taobao. In fact, it's probably the #1 most popular place that people go and buy replica products. What I'm trying to do is find the highest quality products for the cheapest price, stuff that's actually good, to see if it's a viable option to use. So with that being said, let's buy some stuff. Pretty excited about this. People have made some pretty big promises about this website, so let's see what we can get. The best way I can describe Taobao, if you've never heard of it before, is essentially think of Shein and Temu as the diet version. Taobao is the full sugar, 90% alcohol, 2,000 milligrams of caffeine. They sell everything. Other people have described it as Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Shein and Temu all combined into one platform. Right, so real quick, I could only get Taobao working through Alipay, which is only like an app on your phone. So I'm gonna be searching for products through Taobao on my phone, and when I see something that I like, I'm gonna screenshot it, send it to my computer, reverse image search through Mulebuy, and then purchase the product. Let's do this. All right, so we are on Taobao, and it just kind of looks like a Shein or a Temu, to be honest. Well, let's just go men's clothing. All right, so when you search men's clothing, you just get like tons of things. And again, this looks very, very Shein, very Temu. You've got a traditional men's shirt robe. I don't know, maybe that's popular. Yeah, crazy jackets. Like, what even is this? A sequin jacket. This is the type of stuff that you would find on Shein for sure. Okay, I just found this really cool like blanks, or at least it looks cool, for pretty affordable prices. So we've got like t-shirts, we've got like full, you know, boxy tracksuits. Basically, like all of this is like the current trending stuff. I like this gray zip-up hoodie. It says 520 GSM boxy cropped zip-up. You can even get 320 GSM t-shirt. I'm just gonna screenshot that. Why not get like a full tracksuit for $189? How much is that? $27 for a full tracksuit. Wow, I'm gonna see what that's like. Right, so we got our blanks. Okay, so we got like cargo pants here, which actually look really cool. 158 is pretty insane. 22 bucks for these cargo pants. Bruh. Let's screenshot that. Right, I just found a bomber jacket for 113. That cannot be right. What is that? $16. Nah, we've got to see what a $16 freaking bomber jacket is. But I mean, for 16 bucks, if it looks like what this guy is wearing, that's pretty cool. Right, I just came across these pants, which I really like the look of. They look a little bit strange. Like, why are those pockets so low down on the back there? Damn, these jeans look crazy with the print all over them. I think they're like kind of like Acne Studios, but obviously it's not like a straight up replica. I might try and get those. That's not a bad price either. Damn, this jacket looks really cool. It's got like some kind of weird, I don't know, is that embroidery or some kind of like puff design? Right, one thing I do want to actually check is like Nike and Adidas, because apparently like the actual store, if you go to like Adidas, they have some of the exclusive stuff that you can't get anywhere else, and it's supposed to be legit. So like this, for example, definitely the official Adidas store, because you can tell like the price, 1330, $190 for this jacket. Whoa. But I'm not paying $190 for that. They do have like the viral Chinese New Year jacket. You can get them, I think they're discounted for $775, which is what? Yeah, about $100, still pretty expensive, but I mean, you know, that sounds about right. But yeah, you can get that on here from official Adidas. And Nike is where you start to see, you just search Nike and that's where you start to see a lot of fake products. Man, I think shoes might be the toughest thing to buy. What happens if I just search up like men's sneakers? Yeah, it's like a bunch of like the Temu looking stuff, bruh. Where's like the cool Chinese brand shoes? The Harbor Mule from Vans, that's one that I've been wanting to check out. Right, I've got a bunch of different screenshots in my camera roll, so I'm gonna send it over to my computer and let's buy it on Mule Buy. Let's see how that process goes. Right, that took a lot longer than I was hoping. Like, I think it was about 2 hours to figure this thing out, but I finally have everything in my cart from MuleBuy. Let's see what the shipping costs. So my total cart is $421. Confirm and pay. How hard is this going to be? Oof. Okay, we're definitely doing PayPal just in case something gets cooked. Service fee, $23. All right, we're checking out with PayPal. All right. Payment complete. We did it. This was a very tough process to order all of that, but let's just, I guess now is just the part where we wait. So let's wait. All right. Payment complete. We did it. This was a very tough process to order all of that, but let's just, I guess now is just the part where we wait. So let's wait. Okay, that was way quicker than I thought it was going to be. So from the day that I clicked purchase on the website to when it showed up at my front door, it was 2 weeks exactly. And the craziest part is that in that time, these products went from Taobao to MuleBuy, where each and every item had to be photographed by an actual person, uploaded to the MuleBuy website where I could see the images and I check and see if everything's all right with the item. And I kind of have a decision where I can say, nah, return it, it's not right, or package it up and send it to me. And then once I accept all of these items and say like, yep, they're good to go, they package it all up into one giant box and ship it to me. However, shipping was not cheap. My order total was $421 and the shipping price was $270, which did include a coupon for $32 off. I don't know where that came from. You also get some options to add some extra things like priority processing and like these plastic corners and the, you know, waterproofing. I got a bunch of them. But yeah, aside from that, only thing left to do is find out what's inside, if everything's okay. Right, so hopefully everything's in here and then we can actually go and try all of it on and see if Taobao is worth it. Now, I did also opt for the thing where they vacuum seal everything, so I'm imagining as soon as I open this up, it's just gonna be like one of those mattresses that come wrapped up. Okay, first bag. That's what it looks like. Another one. Oh, there's a bunch in here. Damn, did I really order this much? I can't remember ordering this much. Oh my lord, it's just endless. All right, that is everything. I don't remember ordering this much. All right, let's go one by one. So I'm assuming these are like repackaged things. Oh, okay, so this is the jeans. I might actually get all of this off of the table and then go one by one. Jeans, here we go. This is like the crazy acne jean looking things. Okay, so I mean, it looks like the website. There's not really much different to it. It feels like a pair of jeans. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel like Shein or Temu products where like you get something completely like terrible and the images look way better. This looks exactly like what I ordered. Okay, impressive so far. These look like they're gonna be pretty cool. I don't know if it's exactly my style. If I can pull these off, we will try. Next package. Okay, so this must be the sweatpants. Whoa. That feels great. Okay, it's fleece interior. Yeah, it's just a blank pair of gray sweatpants, and it's even got a random little pocket there. That's gonna be dope. This is so far a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Right, next, we're gonna go try all of this on in a second, and I'll tell you like what each item cost, but I just wanna make sure that like, you know, everything's good. What the hell is this? Oh, okay, this is the jacket. Wow. Made extreme, says the package. That is a crazy jacket. So you've got like these metal clasps that are like solid metal. It's not like it looks metal on the website and then it's like plastic like you would get from Shein or Temu. Amazing quality, like that's actual denim. Now this is obviously fake fur on the inside, but I mean, you know, who's making stuff with real fur nowadays? The lining feels good. Wow, okay. Next, this feels like another pair of jeans. Yes, it is. I don't remember ordering multiple jeans, but oh, these look dope. No way. I'm so used to like if you order something from China, Shein and Temu, it just being abysmal quality. Look how sick that looks. It's got like these like distressed marks, and then underneath it's like patched with another piece of material. The distressing is crazy good, like super realistic. It almost looks like it's hand done. You've got paint splatters on here. That's insane. All right, we got two small ones. I'm just gonna do them both because they seem very small. Oh, this must be a t-shirt, and I'm assuming that's what this is too. Okay, so this is like the blanks place. We got a black and a white t-shirt. I mean, let's, I guess, see the quality. There you go. It's a white t-shirt. It says 220 GSM, so it's kind of average weight. All right, what else we got? Oh, this is another pair of sweatpants. Is it the same as the other ones? Oh no, so this is a different one. This is cuffed, but the same type of material where, I mean, it feels great, like thick, and like it's gonna be super comfy. I can't remember the exact GSM on that, but they look super baggy though. This is quite a big one. This one I'm excited about, actually. Holy. Look at that thing, man. Look at the puff, whatever you call this texture. It's like pressed in, embossed into the actual jacket. The fading is incredible. Like, look at this. It almost looks like the thing that they do with jeans. This is a very nice soft denim material. Quilted liner that also feels really soft. And then you've obviously got these ginormous metal clasps on the outside. Insane quality. All right, and then there's these two. Okay, so this is like the tracksuit. This is to go with those gray pants. It is a gray hoodie, and it just feels like a good quality blank. And then is this gonna be another hoodie? Oh, this is that jacket. I cannot wait to see what this one is like. So this is that, like, I don't know, $16 jacket that we ordered. Obviously it's like a leather jacket, but I'm assuming it's going to feel extremely fake. Okay. Yeah, definitely feels like extremely fake leather. You know, I will say it's not as bad as the Kanye one. You know, that $20 Yeezy jacket? A lot less stiff and something you can actually move around in. For $16, what are we doing? All right, well, let's go and try all of this on and see if it actually looks any good or if it's just terrible. Right, so we're gonna start off with these black sweatpants. They're cuffed and pretty baggy, I would say. Fleece interior, overall feel pretty great quality. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester, and the price is $29. Is it worth it? There we go. Like I said, definitely baggy. Is it worth 30 bucks? I honestly don't think you could get this for 30 bucks anywhere else. Now, obviously, you have to take into account shipping and stuff like that. Let's try some shoes on with them. They're good quality. I think the pieces have to be that good where you don't mind going through all of the rigmarole of buying this stuff and going through the whole ordering process. And then obviously there's the shipping. So I don't know. You could probably get these for maybe, tempted to say 80 bucks. 80 bucks is what they kind of feel like. The fit is great for like baggy sweats that are cuffed. Let's try the t-shirts. Right, now we have the white t-shirt. This is 100% cotton, 220 GSM, so it's pretty much like standard thickness. It's nothing crazy, but it's a nice light enough weight to where you're comfortable. This was 10 bucks. I don't know, it's good for what it is, but at the same time, you could probably get a comparable option for around that price. I mean, I know like a lot of the more expensive places you're looking at about $20 for a basic white t-shirt. So it just, again, it just depends like when you add in the shipping and how long it took to actually order this. I don't know. This one I'm kind of a little bit more on the fence with. The sweatpants I really like. The t-shirt just feels a little bit basic. Okay, I thought maybe the black t-shirt was a little bit different, but it's exactly the same. 220 GSM, 100% cotton. Not bad. Again, not bad, but for 10 bucks, you could probably find something comparable that's a lot easier to order. Good fit though. Not too short, not too long. Okay, now we have the full sweatsuit, the pants and the hoodie. And honestly, just initial impressions, I'm impressed. Very impressed. So both of these are 520 GSM, 100% cotton, and they are 30 bucks each. So this is 60 bucks. That is something I don't think you could find from very many places for that price. It might look like just a basic, you know, blanks, but the quality and the attention to detail is pretty impressive. You know, like I mean, I've come across so many different clothing brands, and some things that always you can tell where the attention to detail isn't quite there. First of all, the silhouette, you know, it's perfect, like kind of not too tight, not too loose for the hemming. The wrists are really nice and tight. Sometimes they're too sloppy and like go over the arm. The shape is really nice. The thickness is really nice. The double hood, it feels very good quality, not like a China product at all. I guess the China product, meaning Shein, Temu type stuff. Now, the pants, they're nice. I like the pockets and overall quality, but I don't know how big of a fan I am of like such a low crotch. It just looks a little bit strange, but overall, very, very good for the price. Very surprised. We got the crazy pants on. The crazy pants. They look even crazier on. So from what I understand, this is kind of like Acne style with the print all over it. In terms of the fit, one thing I am surprised with is that I went with like regular sizing for everything and it all fits perfect so far. So what I mean by that is like when I was in China, sometimes like a lot of the stuff you would put on like, oh, I wear a medium. So you put on a medium and then it's super tight. So you'd have to size up. But so far everything has been regular sizing. So these are my usual 30 waist and that's exactly how they fit, like to a T. Not really much to say about these. How much? $63? Can you find this for $63? I don't know, the print feels pretty good. I've never owned a pair of jeans with this style, so I'm not entirely sure. I guess if you wanted like an affordable alternative to Acne pants, they fit good, they feel decent quality. Like, I mean, they feel like jeans. Like any jeans I've owned and paid hundreds of dollars for, they feel exactly like that. There's some cool details, like the actual button on here feels pretty premium. So is this piece worth it? I don't know. It depends if you really like this style. But like for a pair of jeans for 60 bucks, I would have to give it a thumbs up. But I don't know if this is really my thing. Okay, so these might be one of the biggest upsets of the day. $59. And they actually feel like an upgrade in terms of like detail, quality compared to the last jeans. So these are kind of like, I guess, like workwear pants, you know, painter's pants, whatever you call them, double knees, but they've got a really good distressing on here. Now, when I say distressing, I mean like I've seen bad, cheap distressing done, and I've seen, you know, the high-end people do it like Balenciaga and stuff and then charge thousands. This feels more like it almost feels realistic, if that makes sense. Like someone hand did it. The paint splatters, this all just feels, it feels very well done if you're into that. Material feels great. All of these pockets, 100% usable and legit. This little loop here with some metal rivets in there. So I think these are probably so far in terms of quality, like the most impressive. Oh, we got the jacket. I thought it was gonna match, but it doesn't. This is from the same brand, but these are obviously just two different pieces. Probably wouldn't wear them together because they're not the same color, but wow, this jacket is nice. This jacket is $84. Yeah, it's definitely impressive for that price. I'm looking at all of the buttons, same kind of like custom button design. These metal clasps feel great. You've got custom zips as well, which is interesting. That's like an extra cost. Do it up here, which is a little bit annoying with the metal clasps. They get in the way. That is nice. And then you can also make it a little bit less, I don't know, you can kind of crop it in a little bit. This is a fake button here, so you can't actually attach this to the second button. It doesn't undo. That's a little bit unfortunate. You could do up the clasps. I don't really know why you would do them up. It would just make it really annoying to kind of, you know, unzip. Pockets are also fake. That's really annoying. So the pockets are sewn shut. That makes no sense for a jacket. Why would you do that? That's interesting. Okay, so fake buttons, fake pockets. That's a bit unfortunate. But other than that, it feels pretty good quality. Not much I can hate on here except for the pockets. I don't know, worth it? Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get a jacket of this quality for that price. You do have a nice liner. Pretty impressive. Right, so now we have the Made Extreme metal clasp jacket. Let's try this one on. It's got a lot of fur on it. And that is, whoa, that's tight. Man, just as I say, everything fits normal. This one comes along. This is a medium. It's just extremely tight around the arms and the shoulders. It just overall feels like a small or an extra small. That's very, very tight. Quality, again, it feels very similar to the other one. However, price is $47, so a lot less, even though it does feel, you know, decent quality. Same as the other one, like nice denim, feels soft, feels, you know, durable. You've got a lot going on with all of these layers. You've got like a zip, and then you've also got buttons to secure up, and then you've got the metal clasps that go all the way up. So a lot of security in case you really just do not want any escape from this thing, but that is just too tight. I don't think it fits right at all. Maybe if you have like really skinny arms, shouldn't say that, no offense. I mean, for the price, it's pretty crazy, but the sizing is just, it's way off. My arms look so thin. On to the next. All right, the jacket I'm probably most excited for, $13, it turns out. It was actually less. How is this 13 bucks? Let's see. You've got like the inner liner hoodie thing, so it kind of looks like you've got a hoodie on underneath your jacket. Like, look, this is, I'm not gonna say this is amazing quality by any stretch, but for $13, it's pretty mind-blowing. The look, like probably on camera, it doesn't actually look that bad. It doesn't feel great. It is probably like, if you have tried the Yeezy it's not $20, it's like $60. The Yeezy fake leather jacket, it kind of feels like that, but just a little bit, I guess, more like movable, not so stiff. 13 bucks though? Craziest part is it does not look that bad. I don't think it's gonna last very long because it's definitely probably gonna, I don't know, what happens to fake leather after a while? That's, maybe it cracks or something. Sizing is pretty decent. Hood, definitely polyester, or at least a mix. Overall, impressed. I know for a fact, like I was expecting kind of like Shein, Temu level, but this is definitely above that. There is something going on with Taobao where it's different. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe all the shit that people in China don't want, they put on Shein and Temu. That's like lower, and then Taobao, they're like the Chinese actually get the decent stuff. I'm not saying this is good. Like, would I pay anything over like 50 for this? Definitely not. But for 13 bucks, you cannot go wrong. Crazy. Honestly, I was pretty impressed with the overall quality of the pieces. There's definitely some things that I really didn't like, which was just how complicated it is to order, and the shipping prices were pretty astronomical. But if you find the right stuff, it can definitely be worth it. Let me know if you want me to try this again, and maybe we can find some gems, or hell, maybe we even try sneakers. But other than that, if you want to see a video where I actually go to China and try to find the craziest products I possibly can, I'll leave that video in the top left-hand corner.